Real life street stuff. We're here. We're back with the lovely Trillselda. How you doing?
Great, and you love me.
I do. We
You
all
really,
do.
You really do.
Me especially, for sure.
You would. I knew that last time. If I took you to the bathroom.
Hey, what? How you been?
Well, I've been dealing with my baby mama.
Oh, we're there.
My bitter baby mama.
All right, let's do it like this.
What would you do if it's someone was at home crying all alone on a bedroom floor because he's hungry and the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of. You remember that song?
Yeah.
Our ages are showing. All right.
All right. Let's just. It's a viral video. It goes viral. It's you and
man. This brought up here still playing after she done just got arrested for stealing her own kids. It's crazy, insane. Hey man, y'all share the live, man. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all ain't subscribed, and also turn on that notification bell so we can actually be notified when I go live, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the content, man. You said what?
Cartel Bo getting into an altercation.
Cartel Ho? Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so
y'all ever seen the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so walk us through that day.
He ran off with the baby earlier that day.
Okay, tell me how a man runs off with his child.
I mean, this is the thing. A man doesn't even have to. It's just like, okay, we're not even, long story short, we're not going to make it about this. But last month, when he posted allegations lying about my age, saying I'm 36, he wants to present me to be an old ass, which I don't even think 36. So my mom was 49. But when I get there, who cares? I'm gonna be a fine ass bitch too. Anyways, when he posted a video lying saying that I live in airports and McDonald's and stuff like that, and I really was just helping my friend's godmother who's an immigrant. He was, long story short, calling ICE, immigration on her, and the police. Undid. When he made those false accusations and stuff like that, he was seeing his child when he was recording saying that his kids are in harm's way. That was done on Thursday, just that Mother's Day, Sunday before that Thursday when he did all those things.
Uh-huh.
He was just over at my place seeing his sons with no problem, and it had been. Remember, I was in Dallas the last time that we interviewed, and I left like 2 days later after we interviewed her, the day later, to make it to his granny's funeral. My granny had just died. Her funeral was the week before. And then I went to his. Cool.
So I just want to kind of get like, okay, today. All right.
So how can anyone steal their child when you're letting them see their child? But where you run off with a child is when the children, the boys, they live with me.
Okay.
It's established that the girl, our daughter, is going to live with you. And I have no problem with that because I'm not bitter. You know, if you want to parade around like I lost custody to you and I fought and I lost, which is not accurate, I'll let you have that. Like, have it. He tricked me. Father's Day, he was acting a fool. The following Monday after Father's Day, he kept blowing me up, leaving me voice messages that are still on my phone, asking me if he could redeem himself and he's sorry and he just want to work it out and if he could pick us up and take us to breakfast. So 8-something in the morning, he picked us up.
Why that man need to redeem himself for you stealing the baby? I'm confused, bro.
I get in the car with him. I should have never. But there's me really trying to co-parent, really trying to put aside our differences. I'm really not seeking a relationship. That ship has been settled with me on my behalf. On his behalf, it hasn't been. I have recent messages where he's like, I asked you to move in, and you did the week before Father's Day. But I just couldn't do it. I spent the week with you, and I couldn't do it. You're never going to change. I'm over it. If we could ever be something, we need to be friends all over again. That's something that has to happen in order for us to even get anywhere or even just be cordial and be mature. I made that very clear when I got in that car. He kept trying to make out with me, kiss me, touch me, put his hand over my leg in the area. And I was just like, I wasn't disrespectful and I was in a, and I'm like, no. And when my son's sitting in my lap, the 1-year-old that he ran off with, because the newborn is strapped down in the back seat. The 1-year-old, he takes off his seatbelt to his car seat and he's jumping in the front to come sit on mommy's lap. You know, you're doing all this and it's just like, no. We need to find a common ground where we can just co-parent for these kids. He keeps driving and driving. I'm like, hey, where are we going to go have breakfast at? Because I don't see him stopping anywhere.
Why she keep saying he done this, he doing that, he got some, like, God, you gave it to him. What you mean he need to do this? It sounds like y'all need to do this. What the fuck? This girl here crazy.
We already left the city from where he picks me up at. Now I don't know in what direction we're going. We're going 45 north. We get to the middle of nowhere off of JFK. That's near the airport. The airport is on that street. You take me to a room that you already have had, that you say you had, and I knew you had it because it was makeup on the pillows. You get me up to the room. You tell me before that originally you were going to take us to breakfast, give me money to help me with the boys. You offered, which is something that you really don't do. You leave me stranded in the middle of nowhere because you choose to run down the stairs, you know, the stairs in the hotel room instead of taking the elevator with our 1-year-old son. You choose to run out that way when you know I'm going downstairs to grab something from the car for the children, from the truck that you drove us in, that same truck. He takes it upon himself to call me and say, hey, where you at? Hurry up. Like if he's rushing me, you take it too long. And I'm like, I'm coming. I'm by the lot. Where you at? I'm in the lobby waiting for the elevator to open because that's where the elevators are. Like in the lobby area, you could kind of. So while I'm waiting for the elevator to open, he takes the opportunity to run down the stairs just to see where I'm at is what I realized after everything happened, after running off with my son. And I get to the door and I'm knocking. I can hear the baby kind of smothered. You can tell when the baby's kind of like smothered because his cry isn't like clear. I can hear him just screaming, crying though, and you know your baby. And if you have common sense, you know like something's wrong. I'm knocking. If you're in the room, you're going to answer it. I'm like, why is he answering? And why the can't I hear my other baby? Because my other baby, our 1-year-old, will make noise when the other baby is crying. It's always just been us. Majority of the time. So I'm not hearing any of that. I'm not hearing him. No one's coming to the door. So I panic because I can't get in the room. The baby's in the room by himself. The 4-month-old has been rolling like since he was a couple of weeks old. He's fast with it. He's advanced moving, like he's moving already around. He rolls over on his stomach, everything. Before his time, he's doing all these things. So I run downstairs and immediately I look in the parking lot and where the truck was parked, where he drove us in, it's gone. I'm calling him. No answer. I'm texting him. No answer. All I get is this paragraph back about that he thinks I'm stupid, childish, karma, just being petty, spiteful. Oh, you're a hurt hoe. So I'm like, I'm making a police report. And for me, I don't give a what people think. I'm making a police report this time because I'm documenting everything. So when shit get ugly.
That's crazy. She's literally saying she making police reports and all that, bro. Why are you still dealing with this girl and y'all ain't been in no relationship, bro? Let her go on by her business. For real, for real. Stop fucking and find somebody else to mess with, bro. You ain't gotta mess with her.
They have that. They have a paper trail. I'm not doing things that aren't the smart way. I'm not doing that anymore. I have to protect myself, my livelihood, my freedom, and my children. You. Because you knew that you were going to do this. You knew that. This was a part of your plan.
So he took one child and left one child
And it's
by
like,
himself.
Yes, and that's so wrong because he's 4 months. If you really want to be a daddy, you get all your kids. And let me tell you something about me. Hold on. I wouldn't give a. Don't you guys think that I would, if I was his bad mom, first of all, why would you even consider you have children with me? You have 3 with me, even 1. Why would you do 3?
Would Cartel Bo say that you are a good mom?
No. Y'all know. Y'all see. He's painting me to be the most worst thing ever. And let me tell you.
Would you say he's a good dad?
No, because good dads don't do that. I wanted to give him that grace and that credit. But just because our kids have their own rooms, right? Just because our daughter has her own rooms, I gotta think. You can record it now after you see this shit. Because you always gonna try to do some shit for Instagram validation. And I already have videos and shit like that. So I don't care what you post, and I don't care to even post receipts anymore because I post receipts enough. And at the end of the day, Instagram court and them naysayers on Instagram, that's not gonna hold up in court.
So she's sitting here literally saying that she is plotting on Cartel Bo. She literally giving her game plan and her next move on the internet while doing an interview. Cartel Bo should probably be paying attention to this so he can know what his next move gonna be. This is crazy.
Especially when you gotta face the judge and you possibly looking at time because everything's under investigation and you're going. And I'm not gonna help you. I don't care. I really don't care anymore. When it comes to playing with my kids, it could have just been my kids, but they're your kids too, and you're playing with them. So I would never, ever try to help you ever in life again.
Okay. So go ahead.
When it comes to just taking one child, trying to hurt me is to hurt me because you would take all the children. I'm not bitter. There's dads that have all their kids, no problem. No problem at all. If I could trust you, I'll give you all your kids. But when you're running off with one kid, why you don't take all the kids? Because you're trying to hurt me.
So where are the kids now?
The kids are in CPS because he put that video up there on Instagram. Everyone's seeing that. You think the caseworkers in CPS that he has been calling, and I have screenshots and messages of him harassing me, telling me, and he thinks the fake numbers aren't traceable from his number.
They wild, bro. They beefing so much and so dysfunctional and can't get right that they got their kids took by CPS is insane. Both of y'all need y'all whoop.
So fake numbers after I block him. I'm doing this to ruin your life so you have nothing and you're going to get the kids taken. I'm cooperating with CPS. CPS is for the sake of the children, not for the parents. They're looking for the outside in at the best interest of the children. I told them, you're going to have these kids removed because you're displaying that you're mentally unstable. It's not going to work in your favor, boo. That's what happens. You proceed to get on the road after having to turn these kids in from CPS to foster care to go to Pride Week in Atlanta. So it'll be on camera, Muppet head ass Samar Braxton. And I'm going to attack everybody and talk about everybody that's affiliated with this nigga because clearly I don't give a if y'all got shit to do with it. Y'all are promoting and enabling a man who abuses women and not just me and don't give a about his kids. Because if you gave a you wouldn't move like that. So I've been documenting everything. Even prior to that, when I left here last time from this couch doing interviews and I went to Dallas to take the kids to his granny funeral. I was vulnerable. My granny had just died. I came from her funeral. And his granny passed so sudden right after mine.
So you know that you
I've documented all the harassment. I've reported every time he's harassed me, talked crazy to me, all that. Death threats. I'm getting death threats.
So what are you trying to get the man locked up for is what I'm trying to figure out. What's the point? What's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? Y'all kids in the system. Y'all can't get right with the kids. Like, fuck y'all doing, bro? This is insane.
It's the days before, the week before Father's Day, I'm sending them to CPS. I've documented that with police. Because at this point, you will ruin my life. You already have. I've already been to jail facing 2 to 20 years last year in November when you said, which is why I moved out that house and never looked back. which is why and people keep thinking that I took him back. No, you can't even give a just one time when you vulnerable after both y'all grannies passed because it's gonna act a fool. I've never agreed to be in a relationship with him. When it comes to these kids, that's my focus.
Why do you still continue to go back?
I don't go back. And I think that that's what people don't understand. You know how whenever you part ways with someone, you can still around with them and you do? Well, in this case, I can't because the way that you are, you act like a psychopath.
Right.
You don't keep it P. You're not a pimp. You're not a P. You've never been my pimp either, by the way. I've never sold no ass for you. I've never sent you a transaction for a thing after the nigga give me some. And I would never, ever, with the way that you behave, even trust you to tell you my dealings with men. You violate my privacy from my past, and you see old things in my DMs like way before your time, or you're insecure because of who's following me. So it's not that I went back. I never got into a relationship with him. I've been refusing, and I have text messages and receipts of that. Even recently, when he said, I offered you to move in after he did that dumbass shit at that lady's house, calling ICE on her, calling the police to her house. He only posted a clip where I'm calling the police. I have to, y'all, to protect my kids and let them know I'm reporting from the same address where a man is telling the dispatchers that I have weapons on me when they ask you those questions. How many people do you know that died that's innocent? Somebody just said a 1-year-old got killed by the police. Y'all seeing me in the video that he's recording saying his kids are in danger with new babies. A 1-year-old, they're not even a year apart. 1-year-old and 4-month-old. I'm calling because I'm calling them to let them know I don't have.
Bruh, do you see how you was holding that baby in the video like a football in the car seat? Like, it was insane. You talking about not in danger? Like, come on, bro, stop playing.
Have any weapons on me? I'm not hurting my kids. In the video, I'm saying he's saying I'm hurting my children, and I'm not. What if they come with their weapons drawn when people say that they're at a scene where someone has weapons? If they would have shot me and my babies, and they would have if had I not called to report that this is not that. You don't post that part. You're recording from your standpoint where you want people to feel sorry for you and be on your side.
Okay, so let's talk
You're
about.
not saying that you're blocking me off from moving. You're blocking me and you're pushing me.
Yeah, let's talk about the video. Okay.
Yeah, you're pushing me from being able to get away from you. But fast forwarding to this video where he did that, you're posting certain clips, but you showed Houston Police Department the entire clip because you don't have time to edit and pick and choose what
So
you want to show.
Tell us what happens in the entire clip.
So after he stole my baby that day, I had been looking for my baby all day. I had also been hitting up his management, B Done, the idiot that just lied for him and told him and said on video that I did say that I would commit suicide and walk in traffic with my baby. Never that. Like, get a grip. You so low down for that, like, you're weird. To even get in my business, but you can't get in my business when I call you to tell your artist to do what's right. But you gonna learn, and he gonna learn when he has to face his fate. So that day I called and I was like, hey, you need to tell him to bring back my son. I want my son, and I take care of my sons. I take care of my kids, period. But hey, he needs to bring back my son and stop doing that shit. What he's doing is not right.
Okay.
I always let him see his son anytime he wants to. It could be without me. And I don't even be trusting it. It's just like, I feel lately backed into a corner like, I got to because it's the father of my child. Light bulb, I don't have to. I don't have to. I should have never. Because you're not fit to be that dad that you portray. It's just for image.
Most people have no idea they can get ready to post content the minute they stop recording with Riverside. So I open the Made For You tab and look at all this content. This is all from.
So that day, when I tell you he's trying to be lovey-dovey with me on that part, I'm not being rude and I'm not even disrespectful. I'm just like, hey, I don't want to do that. Like, we need to find a common ground and co-parent. When we were in that room and I didn't want to sleep with him after taking a shower and he attempted to sleep with me fuck me in the shower, I wasn't on that. when I got out the shower, he was still on that. I'm like, the kids are awake. Newborn is awake. Our 1-year-old, they're active and he's walking. He's not trying to let us, he's coming in between us. That's what kids do. The whole demeanor changed when he realized that I wasn't giving up no or nothing like that. And that's what led up to him running out the side door when I went downstairs. Like I was telling you guys to get something for the kids. And then I went upstairs and he wasn't there.
Do you think if you would have...
If I would have fucked him, it would have been different. And I did think about that. Like, damn, when everything happened, why the fuck? Well, I'm looking for my son all day and try to clock them everywhere they're at. And I couldn't from his house. Nobody answered the door. So studio, I didn't see the car there, nothing. Well, when we do see him pull up, when I have an Uber driver that I called on my phone from the app to drive me, when y'all see on the camera when I'm opening the door, I just went to open the door. He left the car running, whether it's for 30 seconds or 2 minutes, whatever. You can't do that. That's illegal as fuck. So for you to post that and incriminate yourself like that, like you stupid. They're really investigating that, and it's not going to work in your favor.
Knowing him, what did you think that was going to happen if you had to just walk in?
I just opened the door to get my son, and the way that my son was strapped in there, he was strapped not only with the seatbelt, he was strapped with some type of rope around his car seat, which is not right. It was like, just in case you knew that I was coming, because if I was a bad mom, you knew that I was coming. I'm not a bad mom, because clearly you did that extra ass shit. And I felt so up when I opened the door, when people are like, what took you so long? You almost got away. I'm not gonna lie, when I opened that door, I was up. What took me so long is undoing the seatbelt. The seatbelt was like strapped around him like in the most complicated way, not a normal way. And it was supposed to be through the back. You know those seatbelts? Mm-hmm. You put them behind the car seat, like through the loops of the car seat. And then it wasn't like that. It was like weirdly strapped around like to the extreme. And I can't even explain it. It wasn't strapped in right. And then rope.
He knew you were coming, basically.
Rope, basically, just in case I was coming. Right. And I'm like, why the is my son wrapped like this in the moment while I'm doing it? So when he came outside, he was confused. I didn't peep that he was just walking to the car. I didn't peep that he didn't know that I was on one side opening the door and taking my son out. He was going towards the car because he saw it on the camera blocking the car. And he saw that on camera like, well, what the f-? They were alerted for that. Because somebody in that studio let me know what the f- really happened in his mind when he was walking out. That records at his studio, that engineers, that record the niggas for him. Which he's always cussing out, like, because he thinks and he suspects that they tell me things, but really it's more than just him that really tells me what's going on.
Why?
So when I opened the door and I saw him, I was screaming, like, oh, help. So the driver initially, because he was chasing after me and I dropped the baby when he was chasing after me, so to distract him from assaulting me, the driver tackled him. He ended up.
And why did the driver get out?
It was just his reaction to protect a woman when he saw a big ass chasing me down. He's not wrong. Like, I don't know him. He don't know me. Like, Bo paid say cheese to say that I'm a meth head and a driver. And then you get on camera saying that's my new boyfriend. Stop trying to fucking play with me, because I don't even date Hispanic men. Short, big, fat. Like, that's not even my type. Stop playing with me. Because we know what you like. And it's wigs on since we go in there. Stop playing with me. Your narratives don't, like, which one is it? So the driver he's not wrong. Men don't protect women no more.
So I have to ask.
Like his peers,
why
they enable him.
Deep? Like, why come by yourself?
I was just there to get my son. I saw the opportunity that when he go inside, because I know how he move. He leaves some kids in the car with the car running, bet. That was a shock to me. I'm finna grab.
That's common for him to just go in the studio.
Yeah, because I've sat with the kids in the car in front of the studio. Like, just like when we were together, like that's his go-to. I will sit in the car the entire time he's in the studio, or for whatever time he runs the studio. It could be 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, or over hours. But while I'm in the car for hours, I don't give a about going in that studio with them bum ass niggas that live in it, with them lame ass that are do boys, with them lame ass niggas that know what the fuck is going on. And they sit there and they talk their